Neil, news broke earlier this week that we'd signed Henry Newcombe.
Yeah.
What was it that made you want to bring him to the club?
Well, obviously with Nick Shaw's been brilliant as a number 2 at the club, and would always stand in for Tim when he was away. Has decided that he wants to pursue other things in his life, and so that meant we were looking for a number 2 goalie, and Joe Coleman, who was the youth team goalie, is going away to uni, so I had to start looking around, and obviously Henry's name came into the equation, and he only lives in Deal, and I thought it'd be a really good choice to have as a number 2 here, and hopefully push Tim as well.
Do you expect him to play mostly cup games then, or really to push Tim for?
No, a bit of both really. Obviously when we haven't got games midweek, we're trying to arrange some friendlies, and so he's playing enough games, and if Tim ever gets injured or is unavailable, I'm sure he'll come in and do a good job, and that then will put pressure under Tim that sometimes players need.
Ellie Dickens has moved on to play for Canterbury. Was there any update on him in terms of maybe coming back here in the future? Or? Yeah,
we hope to, or we are at the moment, put him on a registration with us, so that if we ever, if he does keep improving and we get maybe injuries or whatever, or got a poor run or something, and he's been doing well at Canterbury, then obviously we'd invite him back. He's done quite well in pre-season, really nice person, and I think again that's a good benefit for our club.
So we've just come to the end of our the stadium sponsorship with Fullocks. How do you feel that was beneficial to the club?
It was tremendous. I mean, Paul's a good friend of mine, and has been his father was chairman years ago of the club, the old Folkestone town. And to be fair to Fullocks, they put money in when we were really struggling, and going with the CVA and trying to pay that off, and they've been tremendous for 7 years. They've the check's been there straight away, and we're very proud to have them as sponsors for so long, and hopefully they got some work out of it, or sales out of it, shall I say.
And we've got all the new signage up for the new sponsors, Build Kent. Are you looking forward to what they might bring to the club?
Yes, delighted really, because it's a bit of a disappointment when we knew we were going to lose Paul Fullocks, and lucky Steve Hughes mentioned it to me over a pint, and it's escalated from there really, and I didn't know how much he wanted to get involved, and it's tremendous that we've got somebody else in so quickly, and obviously all the boards are all done and got a new name for the stadium any day now, so yeah, that's really pleasing, and it's nice to have friends that do that for me.
Yeah, it must be nice, quite nice to have local businesses that want to be involved.
Of course it is. Yeah, it is. That's what you want, and if we can help them in any way, that's great. But obviously, Steve said he'd do a few bits and bobs around the ground as well, and that's always handy at Folkestone, as we know. I think we all know we're not the richest club in the world, so we have to work really hard to get to where we want to be.
Have you got an update on the future of Roy Smith?
No, not really. He's away at the moment. He's away for a week, and obviously he was dealing with Ramsgate, and they've been very helpful in what they're trying to do. And obviously it's just ongoing really. When we've got to check everything out before we commence. Obviously they're entitled to a small fee for him, so we've just got to wait and see really. Roy's away at the moment. That doesn't help the situation, so we'll wait and see.